Hey there, welcome back to My Green Pets. I'm William Green. It's gotten cold here in Colorado. We had 2 days that the temperatures were below freezing. We got snow and it's kind of cold, but it's nice and warm and cozy in the tent. Our temperatures right now we're at 26 C, 66 humidity. Let's see what's in bloom, what's in bud, and what else is going on. Let's get right to it. Clowesia Rebecca Northen is almost completely full bloom right now. Flowers are very nice. They are more open this year. You can see those little petals are sticking out more than they did last year. Lovely blush pink color, green stripes, and a bold yellow and red throat with some striations through there, and then of course the little fuzzy lip that this plant's got. And I like it more. I like it more than I liked it last year. So definitely going to keep it another year. It has another spike that's growing, so we should get a repeat performance of this in about a month and a half or so. Then right next to it, we've got another Rebecca Northen with some buds. This is the grapefruit pink clone. We've got 12 buds on this one, and then several more over here. So that's exciting. Good to see two different ones. The pictures that I've seen online of this particular clone, they look more cupped, more round. So it'll be interesting to compare the two. And recently I've been looking around at Rebecca Northen's online, and I see pictures of a clone called Mikabi, and for me that one by far has the most beautiful flowers. So if anyone has a division of Mikabi that they would be willing to part with, I'd love to have that version of Rebecca Northen as well. Let's see what's in bud. Speaking of the catenulatum types, we've got Mormodia Jumbo World over here. I think I exaggerated by saying that they had 6 spikes. I see 5 so far. This is number 5. It's a little bitty one. But there's 4 for sure, absolutely, stretching out there. And it looks like we may hit 80 flowers on these 4 spikes. And then, of course, this 5th one, it's going to these will be done by the time this guy comes out. And then I thought that I saw one on the other side here, but I don't see anything poking out there, so maybe it's just the 4 for now. But still, 80 flowers is going to be a pretty amazing display. I can't wait to show those off for you. And these flowers look like these will be the first to open. They probably need another week and a half before they open up, but I would expect that this full spike will be completely bloomed out in the next 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully. And by the way, I'm just wearing these gloves because of looks. I think they look cool. They provide a better background if I want to zoom in on a part of a plant than just my regular hand. And there's no hygiene or anything involved. It's not better for the plants. It's just I think they look cool. So that's it. We got Bulbophyllum Katenulatum down here, and he's got some spikes popping up there. You can see one about to pop open, and that's exciting. And then right next to it I've got this guy. This is Bobophilum croceum, and this is the one with the spidery orange flowers that blooms in midwinter, so January, February. I don't see any spikes poking up out of there yet, but I really hope to get blooms on this guy again because they are super cool, and I really love that one. The Signoches that I got last week, or no, I got them 3 weeks ago, I think. This one came in spike, but you can see one of them has actually both of them have blasted the ones that they came with. But it's working on another one up here, so I'm hoping that maybe this one will actually bloom out. And then really exciting, this is Signoches varsovichii, and it looks like it's got a spike pushing there. That's super exciting. And I don't know, is there another one down here too? Is there another one down here too? I don't know, we'll see. But we definitely have something breaking through right there, and that is very nice. Dendrochilum tenellum is still growing out its huge number of spikes. You can see them kind of poking out the sides there of each of these little leaves. That's going to be a really nice display. I'm expecting another month or so to pass before those bloom, but that's going to be really nice. And somebody mentioned in my last video that Dendrochilum is now a coelogeny, so I haven't checked on that, but that would be interesting. I wouldn't consider this a coelogeny, but anyway, we'll see. And then other than that, guys, it's just Cattleyas, Cattleyas, Cattleyas. So we've got Cattleya Rex Mayu back here in the corner, recovering from a big division earlier this year. We've got Cattleya Blossfeldiana seedlings, getting some size on them slowly and surely. Delwiana rosita has I just put the little pot into a bigger pot, into one of these plastic orchid pots, and just some bark in there, so I'm trying to keep that on the dry side. And then we've got Cattleya Rex. This is a flask of my breeding of Mayu by Orchid. And then we've got Modia. We've got the Poultry Macon color. So many of you got one of these from Christofferson's breeding. That should be wonderful. And then this is a Purpurata, and it's a Carnea by a con color. So we should be seeing pink, light pink, maybe with a pink lip. It's going to be a very delicate, beautiful flower. And the one that I decided to keep, it's got this growth coming up, and it's got another one as well. So hopefully they're going to root okay in the rocks and in those pots there. And then I've got a few Delwiana aureas that I'm keeping. Back here I've got Labiata and a Genmanii actually that it's not doing great, but I'm hoping it's going to put out a root or two and recover. Then I've got some of my own Rexes as well. A couple of the Quilla by, Inti by Quilla. And then a Hardiana with some very famous parents. I got this guy from Carter and Holmes a couple years ago. And it just seems to be going really well, and it's got a nice growth coming out down there too. And I want to make sure this guy is really crispy before he gets watered, as with all the Cattleyas. This is a Triony AC bridge. Roots going everywhere. This is Rex Whita. Really trying to err on the side of dryness this winter. Do not want rotting roots. These are some of the compots that I've kept. One of these has found a new home, but I am not going to send anything out right now because it's so cold outside. And again, if you have some Cattleya seedlings and you want to give it a try at mounting, they do very well if you can keep them, watered regularly. But you really eliminate any risk of rot when you mount them like this. And you can see his little roots have already poked out and started to stick onto the mount. So they do pretty well mounted if you can keep up the humidity and the watering. Assortment of other Cattleyas here. Bulbophyllum medusae from last week, just a mere husk of its former self. Only lasts about 3 days, but what a 3 days. Worth it to me, and hopefully it's got lots of bulbs that it grew this year that it did not bloom on, so I'm hoping that next year all those will decide to bloom. Alright, that's all I've got. Oh, let me show you my Phalaenopsaurus real quick. It's going to be putting on a really nice show here pretty soon. Here we go. Doesn't it look nice? It's going to have 10 flowers on this nice long straight inflorescence. They're going to just be cascading beautifully down. And it's not staked. I tried to get the inflorescence to kind of grow back for a while, and then it didn't come out exactly the shape that I would have liked it to, but I'm pretty happy with how they're coming out here. And man, this thing is an absolute beast. Just my apartment's super dry in here. The roots dry out really quickly, and yet it is growing well. So hybrid phals, you just can't go wrong. All right, guys, that's it for My Green Pets. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving if you are here in the U.S. And if not, well, I'm thankful for you. And I'm thankful that you come by and check on My Green Pets. And I'm thankful that you're interested in orchids and that you are, by growing orchids, doing your part to make this world a more beautiful place. So thank you, and have yourself a great week. We'll see you next time. I'm William Green. See ya.